afternoon, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Kharisma Maharani. Before we start, I would like to ask all of you here, who here possesses a deep understanding of the election or even politics in general? No one? Okay, who doesn't understand politics at all? Everyone. You can lower your hands down. Okay, so now I'm here to share with you the ways to refine young voters' political literacy. As you can see here, 204 something million out of the 204 something million 2024 election voters, more than half of them are Gen Z and millennials. They are all of you. And it means that the election result is dependent on the voters, the young people. Though young people are getting more and more interested in politics nowadays, there are still many that are lacking in that area. And why is that? These are some of the reasons as to why young people are not interested or even they wouldn't even participate in politics. Ignorance, apathy, and distrust. Though these reasons can be seen as understandable and reasonable considering our country's political history, but it is not repairable. There are several ways to make young people, young voters, first-time voters to improve their political literacy. These are the ways, there are 4 ways to improve youth's political literacy. The first way is by providing civics education in every stage of education. I believe it is important to introduce politics as early as possible. They should introduce politics as early as the first grade because that way future young voters can understand the basics of politics and for their future election early in their years. The next part is in-depth discussions and debate sessions. I think at this stage is perfect for middle schoolers and high schoolers because at that point in life they are the most opinionated and at the beginning of their adult life leading to their future elections. And the next is civic engagement projects. I'm sure all of us here have a civics education course, and this civic engagement project is one of the materials in the course. And I think this stage is perfect for university students because at that time we are at our most resourceful, and that time we are more aware of our surroundings and more aware of politics and our environments. Next is by cultivating media literacy. Clickbaits and over-exaggerated headlines are so normalized these days just for the sake of views and engagement. I'm sure that many still take it as it is instead of critically inspecting the accurate sources first. So it is important to spread awareness on wholesale rumors and educating people on analyzing news sources critically to determine accuracy and the truth. Next way is by providing young voters educational programs and utilizing technology and social media. For the utilizing technology and social media part, I've chosen Bijak Memilih as an example. Bijak Memilih is a platform that makes political information accessible, credible, and even exciting. It contains all the political issues on record, including political parties' corruption track record, representation, regional spread, and their ideology. They even have a personality quiz that can inform you more about what issues are most relevant and important to you, which can ease you into making a more informed decision on which political party pairs the best with you. So Bijak Memilih is basically a website that is created specifically for next year's election. And it is basically a crash course for those lacking in political literacy and for first-time voters. For the educational programs, I've chosen 2 examples. The first one is politically centered extracurricular clubs And second one is politics-centered programs. For the extracurricular clubs is the debate team. By joining the debate team, it will help you learn how to take positions on topical issues and support your positions with detailed evidence. For the political centered programs, I've chosen Model United Nations. I'm sure some of you is familiar with that. Model United Nations invites young people to gather together and simulate UN proceedings. During regular meetings throughout the year, participants will master their skills in diplomacy, negotiation, and public speaking. Then they'll have the opportunity to simulate a UN General Assembly. I believe those examples can really help first-time voters and young people in general to be more adverse in politics and for their future election. The last way to refine young voters' political literacy is by promoting voting and registering for elections. Now, I'm sure some of you may think that registering is a hassle or all the documents, all the paperwork, but by registering, it will really help the election result to be more accurate and more valid. So it is important to encourage and raise awareness among young people to register to vote and participate in the election. Quality voters equal prime outcome. Young people hold the majority of the election voters, making you the key link to a brighter future. Their educated and responsible engagement in the election is crucial for defining this nation's best possible tomorrow. By empowering young voters to make educated decisions, we will not only secure a sturdier democracy, but also create the framework for a future that coincides with the people's desires and transforming them into actual agents of change. Now, I know politics may seem dull, they may seem boring, and probably some of you are not interested in it at all, but it is important for us young people to participate in politics and to participate in next year's election because half of the voters are young people, us, so our voices matters. So we need to participate in the election. Thank you all for the attention. Please feel free to ask questions and add any input if there are any. Thank you all for the assistance. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Any questions?
Question. Okay. Since you asked us earlier if we were into politics, are you?
Me, I am not into politics. I'm not entirely interested in them, and I'm not interested to learn about them. But as I was doing the material for this presentation, I just found out that the young people are the majority of the election. So I think it is really important now that I need to learn more about politics and to participate in the election and be more well informed about the election. Thank you for the question. You're welcome. Any more questions? Yes.
Have you tried voting or maybe watching someone doing that?
For the election?
Yeah.
For the last election, I was not old enough to participate, but my older sister was participated in the election. She was not entirely interested in politics and the election itself, so she just asked my parents to choose who to vote. But I will vote next year, inshallah. Any more questions? Yes.
Do you think is it worse for someone to not vote or to vote without knowing anything about politics?
That is such a good question. I think it is worse to. I think both is worse because if you don't vote at all, then you're not participating for the nation's future and for your own future. If you vote but you don't know what's best for you, then the future election outcome may not be relevant to you, may not resonate with you. So it will be a problem in the future too. Thank you. Questions? Okay, thank you so much, everyone.